Alright, Shalom. I want to do a video based off of Shalom Salaki. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Shemi Oshai. I double and see the apostles of Great Millstone rule well, blessed and citation to you, brethren, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. And here, Brother Howard from GMS Trinidad, here to the edification through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Oshai. Alright, a quick video. You know, as you can see here, it says homosexuality is part of Jewish tradition. Maybe it's part of the so-called these so-called Jewish tradition, but it's not part of our tradition. It's not a part of Israel's tradition. You know, it says contrary to and this order that's bring it there. Contrary to common perception, intimate relationship between people of the same sex did not always have a negative image in Jewish community. And this don't have any fact, this don't have any proof. You see? This don't have any fact, this don't have any proof whatsoever. Because the Lord destroyed a whole city, a whole nation and the surrounding cities. Just for example, right? So we're gonna bring scriptures to this rate just to debunk this bullshit. This is Genesis chapter 18 and 20. It says, and the Lord said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sins is very grievous, I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which is come unto me, and if not, I will know. Right? It says, and the men turned their faces from thence and went towards Sodom, and Abraham stood yet before the Lord. Right, so I will jump down. I will jump to the point. Matter of fact, it says, and there came two angels of Sodom to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gates of Sodom, and Lot seeing them rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face towards the ground, and he said, behold, now my Lord, turn I pray thee into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet. And ye shall rise up early and go on your way. And they said, nay, but I will abide in the streets all night. And he pressed upon them greatly. And they turned in unto him and entered into the house. Because Lot already knew the state of these men. Lot knew the wickedness of these men. Right? Lot knew the wickedness of these men, so Lot was pressing the angels of the Lord to say, hey, well, they come inside now, well, they thing from this place. You see? So he pressed him until he really choose to say, hey, yeah, what's going on? We will come in. Right? Just to show that, hey, this place is, you're not safe outside here, you know? And he going to share what I mean by he say, hey, this place wasn't safe. It goes on to say, it says, verse 4, it says, before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house wrong, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. So even young and old even old men was in this folly. Was in this vice. Like I'm talking about it, and next faggot walking down the fucking road here. I seen my ex-girlfriend brother, and he's a fag. And I actually warned she in the earlies, and I was young, I say, hey, he gonna turn out to be a faggot, you know. I warned she and tell she that. So you gonna turn out to be a faggot. And now he's a flaming fucking faggot. It says, and they called Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. And what do you feel they mean by we may know them? When you get acquainted to them, you want to know them, find out what's the name and the age. No, they wanted to have sex with these angels of the Lord. You feel me? It says, and Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him. Right? Lot was a brave man. And they could not fuck with Lot at the end of the day too, because why? I think in chapter 10 of Genesis, Abraham, they capture Lot and some men from Sodom, and Abraham runs up his squad and you know, he dealt with them. So in other words, Lot had a hedge around him. Lot had a hedge around him. It says verse 6 and verse 9, it says, and he said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, I have 2 daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you. And so ye too then, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadows of the roof, of my roof. And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will need to be judged. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to the break of the door. But the men put forth their hands and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut the door. So actually they wanted to press on Lot too. Yeah, they wanted to press on Lot too. It says, and the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. So the people was going, it was a wicked state. So you could imagine we used to go on the rape. You know, you rape, men getting raped, boys getting raped. You know, fornication, adultery, because you know, not only these things will be happening, if you know, right? Moving on, it says verse 11, it says, and they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. So even under blindness, there was so eager to find the door. You know, my point being, this is the judgment that these men got for their wicked acts. So how could you now come and say it wasn't so back then? Homosexuality was always a thing of the Lord judge. You see? It goes on, it says, and the men said unto Lot, hast thou here thy sorry, I believe I read this already. Yeah, I read this already, sorry. Sorry about that. Verse 13, it says, for we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is wax great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord had sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, Up, get you out of this place, for the Lord Yahweh will destroy the city. But he seems as one of that mocked unto his sons-in-law. And when the morning arose, then the angel hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. Right? I could pause there. The book of Jude. The book of Jude shows you Jude chapter 1 and verse I think is scripture even talk about just Lot. Jude 1 and 7, it says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, as set forth. And that's what I was saying, strange flesh. What does strange flesh mean? Something that is unnatural, something that isn't normal. That's what the strange flesh go back into. Something that isn't natural or normal, going against that which is normal. You see? As set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. And when it's eternal suffering, the vengeance of eternal fire, it's not speaking about hell, but it's speaking about the destruction that or the state that Sodom and Gomorrah is in right now. Right? It's not inhabitable. It can't be inhabited anymore. And that will not be the state of America. When it speak about an everlasting fire, America is going to be destroyed and will not be inhabited again. Nothing will be able to grow there. See me when you look up Sodom and Gomorrah, how nothing is able to inhabit it. This is going to be the same function of Sodom and Gomorrah, of America. You see? Where is that? That is Genesis chapter 10 and 19. It says, and the borders of the Canaanites was from Sodom as thou comest to Gilgal unto Gaza, as thou goest to Sodom and Gomorrah, and Admah, which is one of the cities that was destroyed, and Zobrim, which is one of the cities was destroyed, even unto Lasha, which was one of the cities was destroyed. And I think that our next city will name it is a B name, I believe. Right? It's a B name. So it was not just Sodom and Gomorrah, but it was Sodom and Gomorrah, and as the scripture says, the surrounding cities in the book of Jude 1 and 7. Right? You know, with other scriptures will speak about talk about the strange flesh, the Romans chapter 1. You know, the book of Leviticus. I think is 20. It's 18 and Leviticus 18 and 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It's an abomination. BBE says you may not have sex relations with a man as you do with a woman. It is a disgusting thing. You see? It's a disgusting thing. So hey, hopefully this video was edifying to the Lord's elect. Give our praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yashai, Bashim Akakolas, double and to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and Shalom to the sincere men who pushing this word in sincerity and in truth.